I'm from the 101st Airborne Infantry, the Screaming Eagle Division. The Army-Navy Screen Magazine have asked me to sit in on a film they're making about Bastogne. I guess I'm supposed to tell you what it was like up there in Belgium during the big German winter offensive, their last offensive of this war. As small as the Bastogne prophet was, it's impossible for a guy like me to tell you the entire story. And the films we have just aren't enough. You see, the cameramen were so busy at the time, banging away with their carbines and their M1s, that they just couldn't film everything. But anyhow, let's have a look at it. Okay, let it go.
I'm Captain Matthew Doyle with the 101st Airborne Division, and we are here at the northeast corner of the perimeter of Bastogne that the 101st Airborne Division was tasked in defending Bastogne against the German counterattack in 1944 through the Ardennes forest in the winter of 1944. It's at this very site that we are at the 506, and specifically Easy Company's foxholes across the open distance from Foy, which is about 400 meters across the open field here. Foy will be a focal point for the defense and eventual attack of the 101st on the town on the 13th of January 1945. Foy is a linchpin because it is a hub on the northeast corner of the perimeter that continues to mount German attacks and armored attacks as the 101st hold out. The 101st is alerted on the 17th of December 1944. They traveled well over 100 miles from Marmelon, France to get here, and at that time the division was about 6,600 men strength, tasked with holding a perimeter of well over 40K. The Easy Company of the 101st is tasked with taking the town, so the Germans will not be able to spring more attacks and launch offensive. In the town of Foy at the time is a company of Panzer Grenadiers, 2 Tiger tanks, and an 88mm gun. The 88mm gun, as well as other artillery, German artillery, has ravaged the position that we're at right now, and you can still see the foxholes and craters traveling throughout the woods here. As I said, Easy Company is tasked on January 13th, specifically Lieutenant Dyke, their commanding officer. They travel about 300 meters across open field here. Lieutenant Dyke will take the middle of the attack, Lieutenant James will take the right flank of the attack, and Lieutenant Foley will take the left flank. As everybody has seen and has immortalized this attack in the Band of Brothers episode, Lieutenant Dyke is hit from German fire, and the attack stalls. At that point, Major Winters assigns the dog company Lieutenant Spears to mount the attack and continue to push on into Foy. It's at that time that Spears sprints to the middle, takes command from Dyke, and then continues to push forward. Most notable, Spears sees that the attack is stalling, and Colonel Sink, even from the rear, has seen that the attack is stalling, and he assigns I Company to push up on the right flank to help support Easy Company as they continue to bound into the town under withering German machine gun fire and artillery fire. Lieutenant Spears, brave courage to himself, in order to continue to keep the initiative of the attack, sprints over to I Company and links up with Lieutenant Tinsley. He tells him and instructs him about how they're going to bound forward into the town and take the German positions. The Germans are completely surprised by him sprinting across the road and in open ground and no man's land. And he makes that connection with Lieutenant Tinsley and then runs back to Easy Company to continue to press the initiative. The entire battle lasts about 2 hours. Over 100 Germans are captured. 1 platoon of Panzer Grenadiers and 2 Tiger tanks are able to retreat from the town. However, this won't be the end of the fighting. After being besieged in Bastogne for almost a month, Easy Company will still see 2 more days of hard fighting towards Neuville and Corbeau, just to the northeast of the perimeter. During this time, Easy Company's losses are severe, over 85 casualties to include 15 KIA, whose names are still inscribed on the Easy Company monument at this location today. It's because of the brave courage of the enlisted soldiers and the officers that participated in this attack, the 101st Airborne Division was able to break out of the siege after the support from 3rd Army and General Patton. and then make their way on to the offense against the Germans.